Hi, my name is Ernie Knobloch, one of the candidates for the council at large. Basically, I spent about 40 years in the school systems. I taught chemistry and physics for a long time. I was also a coach in odd situations sometimes with football, basketball, baseball, and so forth. One of the first group of teachers to become certified to teach gifted students in Louisiana, and I worked as an assistant principal and a principal in various schools. The last job that I had, I was the supervisor for gifted and talented programs for summer schools and for all the remediation programs in a school system that had about 50,000 students, and we had 84 different schools in there. So we got to deal with all sorts of stuff, starting from the superintendent of the school board down to whatever you would consider to be the lowest level in a school system, plus all the wonderful parents that you meet, especially at some various meetings. In terms of Diamondhead, I've been here for about 10 years, been involved in a number of activities with POA committees and so forth. Last year, I was one of the members that helped start the Little League Baseball program here. Well, I think they had one a long time ago. Start the Little League Baseball program here. And this year, they've got over 100 kids participating in it, so that's really nice. I've been working as the interim council person since incorporation began. The reasons for running are really very simple. My whole goal is simply to make Diamondhead the best small city that it can be. Okay? There's no hidden agenda, anything like that. And I know some of you are going to love this, and some of you are going to just snicker. I find the whole process mentally interesting. Just trying to figure out how this works with this or this doesn't work with this, trying to make things work is really quite interesting. I don't believe I'm going to end up with Alzheimer's for the next year or two. There are a couple of other things, as I mentioned, work with a wide variety of people. And second or last thing on that is you have to have sufficient time. As Mr. Braun just mentioned, I'm putting in 60 to 100 hours a month, depending on what's going on. For instance, yesterday I spent time on the south side with a lighting issue, up in Capilama Cove with a house that burned down, and then with a drainage issue on Diamondhead Drive North next to the Lily Pond. So there is a significant amount of time. I am retired, so I do have time to do those things. The challenges ahead, obviously we need appropriate economic development. Okay, we need to get more tax revenue coming in to hopefully be able to lower the millage rate at some point. Second thing, I think we need to start our own police force. When we started, the original proposal was that we would interview, hire, and assign the policemen. That was agreed with the previous sheriff. When the new one came in, that changed. The sheriff's office now interviews, hires, and assigns the officers. So, for instance, now we buy everything, okay? We buy the flak jackets, we buy the uniforms. But what is occurring is they work for us for a few weeks or a month, and then they transfer them, they get transferred out. So we suddenly have the flak jacket that they had, and we have the uniform. So do we hire another person who's the exact same size? You know, you have to deal with those kind of issues. Also, we don't have the ability to say, if we want somebody to be out on the interstate, this is an example, from 4:30 to 5:30 every afternoon, unless there's a major thing going on, to deal with the traffic coming off of it. That has to come through a different process at this point. So the only thing that we're not paying for at the moment is the training, which can be expensive, but because we're not in the PERS system, if you're familiar with that, we're able to hire some retired people who don't have to get paid a whole lot of extra money. A couple of quick things. This isn't a sexy issue, but we got a lot of drainage issues in here. Those have got to be dealt with. There's also stormwater too that's got to be dealt with. And we need to have, we need to have the city prepared when the covenants start to expire to take over all the municipal functions. Finally, there's tons of rumors around, and he's about to click the red light. I do have a Facebook page, and I put the rumor up there and then put down what's actually correct under it. So if you had the opportunity to go there, thank you. Appreciate it.